Hey guys, we're super excited to be here at the LA Fit Expo. It's our third year in a row. And what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be launching a tasty pastry. It's a low-carb Pop-Tart. It's got 3 to 4 grams of net carbs. And we love this show. This is our best place to be in LA.
Welcome back to Legendary Foods Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, and today is Monday, October 26th, 2020. And let's find out what's going on in the world of bodybuilding and fitness. I know there's been some talk in the news recently about changing the language around social distancing to something more like physical distancing because health experts feel like it's a more accurate representation of what their intentions are. But I'll tell you what, if Antoine Vaillant gets any wider, people might end up standing 6 feet away by default. Reports coming from Antoine's camp point to all systems being a go with him 9 weeks left to go to the Olympia. Even now, being 2 months away, it still feels like so much is up in the air at this year's contest. So if he takes care of business on his end, he might be in a perfect position to take advantage of a if it's there. When I was growing up, my dad would say, "Go ahead, give me a reason," whenever I would do something that really made him mad. And it looks like last week's little dust-up with Andre Ferguson might have given Jeremy Buendia a reason to get his butt in gear. On Monday, Jeremy posted what we believe to be a recent progress photo that shows the 4-time Olympia champ starting to turn the corner. We've heard Jeremy say for months that he's ready to amp things up again. But this feud between him and Andre might be the thing that finally does it. And for someone like him who lives for the big moments, don't you think a clash at the Olympia between him and Andre, who's the defending champ of the Arnold Classic, is something that you'd just love to see? Keep working until your strengths become your weaknesses. That's the only way to silence your critics. And that's exactly what Wesley Vissers is doing right now. Wesley's camp released a new progress photo that caught some people's attention earlier this week, thanks in large part to how much improvement he's made from the back. If you can remember back to the start of his career, Wesley's back was one of the areas that really kept him from being in the conversation with some of the other elite athletes in the division. But with so many guys shuffling around and him doing his due diligence, it seems like he's doing exactly what he needs to do to remedy that. So as long as he keeps sticking to the game plan, I can see him being a potential dark horse contender down the road. A few weeks ago, I was having a conversation with someone who was telling me something about the Thick Boy Bike Club, which is apparently a thing for big dudes who like to go out and ride mountain bikes now. So with that in mind, let me be the first to nominate Cody Drobot as an honorary member. On a recent Instagram post, Cody went into detail about how diligent he's been during his off-season program and talked about how instrumental that consistency has been in helping him to get to this point. By and large, I think a lot of what we're seeing is a byproduct of a work ethic that we saw throughout his entire amateur career. So it's not like these results are too far outside the norm. That being said, the proof is definitely in the product, and it'll be fun to see what he can do with another 6 months of quality training under his belt. And that does it for yet another edition of Muscle in the Morning. I'm Dave Palumbo, reminding you to always be true to your passions, and make sure to follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.